Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make a boxing glove in vanilla recroom. So first what you want to do is start off simple. We're going to go to click the color red and then click cloth, right? And now we're going to just do that. You want your glove to be decently thick, because you want it to actually look like a glove, you know? Sometimes you can use your hand as a measurement. You don't want it too big. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to make the thumb piece and the actual other piece that you're going to need. So we're going to first curl it up like that, rotate it. Then we're going to bring it up, put it in here. You simply just want to rotate it enough to where it seems like an actual glove, you know? Alright. I think that so far starting to look decently good, you know? Maybe extend it a little bit more for that side. Then we're gonna get another piece. Probably scale it down a little bit. Just, rotate it. Adjust it a bit. Put it over here. And just move it a little bit down, you know? Just trying to get a little bit more of how a glove would actually look, you know? Okay. So right now I'm just adjusting it so that way it looks a lot more like accurate. So I'm just gonna tweak it up a bit so that way we can get a better feel on how that's gonna look. Alright, so I've tweaked it just a little bit. Made the thumb a little bit more sausage-like, made it have a little bit more of a curve, and then, yeah, it's gonna look a little bit wonky right now, especially with that bottom part. So this is where our cylinder is gonna come in handy. So what you want to do is you're just gonna simply make the cylinder be part of the glove, you know? We're just gonna simply do this. Now you can already see it looks like that, but because we want to add more detail, we're gonna recolor this to garnet. So that color is gonna give us a little bit more of a, I don't know how to put it, a little bit more of a, I guess you could say man, I really cannot think of one to say. I guess you could just say it's more detailed. I mean, that's obvious of a word to say, but I really thought I could think of something better to say. But that's cool. Yeah. Then you just wanna bring that down. Get close enough to where it's not going through, but still, looks like a glove. And then, alright, now you can already see we have a standard glove here that's pretty basic. Now I'm going to show you how to make it working. So first what you want to do is go to other gadgets. You want one bounce pad, one emitter, one volume, and one clamp. Now, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So, first, we're gonna do a little simple tweaking, you know? First, let me merge all these together. Then, simply gotta rotate. Boom. Move that here. Also rotate that. And then just make sure that is put with that. Now, I would recommend putting it slightly in front, just so that way, you know, you don't actually start moving yourself if you accidentally touch it, which that's totally fine. We're gonna do launch, and then you can bring this up if you want. It's really your decision. Air control. You can just like put up whatever. It's really just so you can like see like how far you want to go back. You see? I think that's a good speed. So this is where part of the clamp comes in handy. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. We're gonna clamp that to that. Right? Now this is where the emitter and all that's gonna come in. We're gonna take off looping, and if we go to hits, let's put on looping really quick, just so we can see what we're getting at. Yeah, we can do that. Do that. I'm gonna go with hit 2, right? So, take off looping, go to wire, emit, and do when entering zone. Now, get it so it's facing forward. And then same with what we did with the bounce. We're just gonna simply put this. Let me just rotate it enough to where it's in there. Alright. Scale that to this exact size. Then, since now that that's connected, yeah, you'll see that. So now you want to put the emitter in front of there. Which I can do if I do this. Now if I... pretty sure... let me put this slightly... put this barrier slightly ahead of the bounce. Yeah. See? That's good. Now, we're gonna do wire one more time. And then we're gonna clamp that to that. Now, how many clamps do we have? In fact, hold on. I'm just gonna do this because this is gonna be way more simple. If you just simply do this and wire all of that to that, and then do it back. Sorry. Yeah, just literally select all of this. Go to wire, and then boom. So now that you have that, you can see that it's all put together, right? But you won't be able to grab it. That reason is because you gotta go to this thing and click is grabbable, and then you can simply just literally, boom. And you can see that on impact, it'll do that. And it can push you if you go far enough, meaning that if we just simply tweak that bounce pad, like right up there, then boom, you can see it'll push you. So bam, bam, bam. If it hits your body, it can move you. Sorry, this is a belt I made that also works. I can make that in another video. But yeah, there you have it. That is a working punching glove.